Imagine a world without tools, no knives, no hammers, nothing. Now go back 3.3 million years to the moment when one of our ancestors picked up a rock and changed everything forever.
From this very spot, early man began a journey that would change everything. These are the first tools that changed the world.
In 2015, archaeologists in Kenya made a groundbreaking discovery. They found stone tools dating back 3.3 million years, the oldest tools ever discovered. These weren't made by humans at all. They were created by Australopithecus or Kenyanthropus, early hominins with brains only 1/3 the size of ours. The tools were simple, rocks deliberately struck against other rocks to create sharp edges. But this wasn't random. It required planning and problem solving. Sure, chimps use sticks and crows bend wires, but deliberate stone tool creation, that required imagining a future need. This cognitive leap set us apart from every other species. Fast forward to 2.6 million years ago. Meet Homo habilis, literally handyman. These early humans perfected stone tools with the Oldowan toolkit. Choppers, scrapers, hammerstones. They don't look like much, just sharpened rocks. But these simple tools changed absolutely everything about human evolution. With these tools, our ancestors could butcher large animals and access protein-rich bone marrow. This fatty food was impossible to reach with just hands and teeth. They could also process tough plant materials, dig up roots, and prepare foods that were previously inedible. Access to better nutrition changed everything. Here's where it gets fascinating. More protein helped fuel larger, more complex brains. Between 2.6 and 1.7 million years ago, brain size increased by about 50%. This wasn't coincidental. Our tools were making us smarter, which helped us make better tools. It was an evolutionary feedback loop where each improvement led to the next. Around 1.7 million years ago, something revolutionary happened. Homo erectus, our ancestor with an even bigger brain, developed the Acheulean hand axe. This wasn't just a sharper rock. Hand axes were symmetrical, carefully shaped, and showed aesthetic consideration. They were teardrop-shaped, comfortable to hold, with multiple cutting edges. This design was so effective it persisted for over 1 million years, the longest-lasting tool technology in human history. Think about that. 1 million years of the same design. Creating a hand axe required dozens of precise strikes in the correct sequence. You had to visualize the final tool within the raw stone before even starting. This level of cognitive complexity required language, or at least proto-language, to pass knowledge between generations. Toolmaking became cultural, not just instinctual. Some archaeologists believe hand axes served social functions. The most beautiful specimens may have been status symbols or gifts, demonstrating skill and intelligence to potential mates. Tool use didn't just change our brains, it reshaped our entire bodies. As we relied more on tools, our teeth and jaws became smaller. We didn't need massive molars when tools could cut and pound food. Our hands became more dexterous, developing precision grip to manipulate small objects with our fingertips. Smaller jaws meant our larynx could drop lower in our throats, eventually enabling the complex speech that defines modern humans. Tools helped us learn to talk. Tools also changed how we lived together. Stone tool creation is easier in groups. One person holds, another strikes. This required cooperation and communication. Tools had to be taught, creating teacher-student relationships. Knowledge became cumulative, passed down and improved with each generation. Culture was born. The best tools became valuable, leading to trade networks that stretched hundreds of miles. We can track these exchanges by analyzing the stone from different regions. By 300,000 years ago, our ancestors were using fire, building shelters, and creating composite tools with multiple parts. Innovation was accelerating. These composite tools combined different materials in clever ways. A sharp stone blade, a wooden handle, bound together with plant fibers or sinew. Engineering was evolving. Each innovation built on the last: spear points, sewing needles, fishing hooks. The acceleration of progress that began with simple rocks continued to build momentum. Our relationship with tools became so important, we depicted them in our earliest art. Cave paintings show not just animals, but how we hunted them. The Stone Age eventually gave way to bronze, then iron. But the fundamental principle remained: humans solving problems by reshaping the world around them. Today, scientists study these ancient tools to understand exactly how we became human. Every chip, every flake tells part of our evolutionary story. Using modern technology, we can see how tools were used, what they cut, even whether the maker was left or right-handed. The past speaks if we know how to listen. So what can we learn from these ancient tools? First, that human progress has always been cumulative. Each generation builds on what came before. Every iPhone, every car, every medical device traces its lineage back to that first rock, deliberately struck 3.3 million years ago. We're still on the same journey. Second, tools and humans co-evolved. We didn't just make tools, they made us. Our intelligence, language, and social structures were all shaped by technology. We are a species defined by our tools. They changed our bodies, expanded our minds, and continue to shape who we are becoming. This relationship is fundamental to being human. And third, the most powerful tools aren't always the flashiest. A simple, sharp rock gave our ancestors access to new foods, new lands, and entirely new possibilities. Sometimes the most revolutionary innovations are the ones that solve basic problems in new ways. The first tool was revolutionary not because it was complex, but because it was useful. The next time you use any tool, a knife, a keyboard, a smartphone, remember you're participating in a 3 million year tradition passed through countless generations. You're connected to those early hominins who first realized the world could be shaped, improved, and adapted to their needs. Every tool user is part of this story. What do you think was the most important prehistoric tool? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.